going on, guys? That Neon channel here again. Today I'm going to show you how to use a cheap Harbor Freight arc stick welder. So what you'll need is some sticks, an arc or a slag cleaner, something to clean the metal with. I like to use the smallest sticks that Harbor Freight has, or 1/16 diameter, 2 pound. I really like these. I think the smaller, the better when it comes to these cheap welders. I'll show you the welder. There's the cheap Harbor Freight welder. It's the 70 amp arc welder. I like to have it on maximum overload. You know, I even like that little overload light to come on once in a while. It's like, but I like it when it's on maximum because the minimum stage doesn't really work. So the first step in using an arc welders really ain't the same as wire-fed welders. Wire-fed welders, you really have to have clean metal, but it's really good to have clean metal with anything. So you're going to want to clean your metal up really good so you get some shiny metal down there. And another thing is, never use the goggles that Harbor Freight has. They're the junkiest things you can buy. Please buy a full face mask. I know you see people like Haggard Garage using the little goggles. I use the little goggles and I burnt my whole face. The UV light that comes off of a welder will burn your face. I promise. It's happened to me. I've dealt with it. Don't let it happen to you. Just get a full face mask. Spend $100 on it, or $50, or whatever it costs. Self-darkening is the way to go, so you don't have to like flip the face up 100 times to get your weld right. Just get a self-darkening mask. You'll thank yourself in the end. To start a weld, let me disconnect the ground real quick so we're not arcing anything. Start a weld. You're going to want to have your weld at an angle, your stick at an angle. You don't want it straight up. You don't want it, you know, straight down. You want it at a nice angle. To get the right angle, you really just got to try it until you get it to what you think is the perfect angle. I like it about, I don't know, 60 degrees maybe, or something like that. 90 degrees. But you just want to have it at an angle when you do it to start your arc. To start your arc, it's like just like a match, I feel. You just scrap it like that, or take a little tap to it as you pull away. It'll arc and it'll start the weld. And what I do when I weld for these cheap little Harbor Freight welders, I like to push into the weld a little bit as I'm pulling backwards. You always pull backwards, but I like to push down as I pull backwards, because there's a lot of flux in these sticks. But let me put one weld down and I'll show you. And sometimes these Harbor Freight welders are really hard to arc, so don't think that I suck. I don't. I just have a hard time getting into arc. You can see once you get the arc going, after you get it going and you learn how to get an arc going, it's like an arc. You get it every time, but take your little slag hammer, hit your weld down, clean it it off a little bit, and that's how you get an arc going with your Harbor Freight arc welder. Let's see if I can get down close enough that you can see how nice this weld is. I'm gonna disconnect you from the charger and I'll be back. Alright, here's the arc that I just put down, the arc weld. You can see that's a nice thick weld. I mean, it's not some haggard garage weld. That's a real nice bead. That's gonna hold something together, you know. You can, let me see if I can find a piece of metal or something to weld together, and I'll show you how strong it is. I'll try to break it. So, let me find a piece of pipe and I'll be back. Alright, so alright, you guys, I'm gonna try this one more time. As you can see at the end of that clip, that I was pulling out these 2 bolts. The rest of the video got encrypted or something, and it just deleted it. I don't know why, but I just wanted to show you the weld, how it turned out. Turned out really nice for Harbor Freight. I do recommend getting one of these welders if you're on a budget and you don't want to buy that $3,000 snap-on welder. This is the stick one. I want to show you the strength test too. Get my shoe on. Putting all my body weight on this. My other foot is off the ground, so that's all my body weight. It didn't even bend it, dude. It had a little bend to it already, but you can see the weld's not starting to crack. The weld is all just fine. So, to sum up this thing, just make sure you have a clean weld, clean metal, smallest sticks, 1/16 sticks, a full face mask, a slag cleaner, or, yeah, I call it slag, flux, whatever, something to clean it off. Hammer will work just fine. And, what else was it? If you want to see where I learned all mine, check out Chucky 2009 on YouTube. He's got a lot of good tips, and he's a really good teacher, and he's got a lot of nice projects. So, if you liked it, leave a like. If you have any questions, leave a comment. Other than that, subscribe if you want to subscribe, and if you haven't already, stay tuned for more. Peace.